Hi, Kevin Blanche from Stuccodamage.com. I was a plasterer, I was an apprentice in the late 70s. I remember when these things were built. This guy that did these didn't have a clue. I remember the guy I worked for bidding these things. And anyway, if you don't think your quality of wire matters, they use lath on this, which is a good way to go, by the way. Look at it. It just rusted through. Granted, it took 30 years, but if you don't think moisture barriers matter, I mean, you could see how much water this is taking in here, and over the years it's just ate up that wire, which should never happen, because galvanized wire is code all across America. Of course, the wire that they sell now, the Home Depots of the world, everywhere. I go look at brand new jobs that are 1-2 years old, and they say it's 20 gauge galvanized wire, and it's come from China and Mexico. It is not galvanized wire. You can pull it apart. Another thing, you people that have fractured stucco, that is real stucco or wire the last few years, I'll tell you why. These guys that are doing it, they're air nailing. And they know if they air nail this wire tight enough, they can get away with 2 coats. They won't get that big shrinkage in the first coat. These guys know this. The code is, all across America, the ICBO code, maximum 6-inch on center nailing crimp, which means a nail, or a power. 6-inch, that means 1 nail every. Reason why? So the plastic can wrap around. These guys overpin so they can get away with 2 coats instead of 3 coats. They can make it look flatter. So what happens? It fractures. I've tore over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old stucco jobs, not EIFS job, big difference. Stucco jobs that the wire's already rusted through, because it's not galvanized. These guys sell it as galvanized. It's not. You know, you can still find it. It's hard to find. It's heavy. It's tough. You know, so you pull through it. If you don't think moisture barriers matter, you've seen that wire, what it was like. They had heavy felt. Look how good a shape that OSB, and that's OSB, which we all know is junk. You know, and I remember when they just started using this in the 70s, these were cheaply built. The other guys were still using plywood. We sell more OSB across the Wasatch than anywhere in America. But this one's going to be fine. It's going to be easy to fix. You know, a few $500 and they're freaking good to go. Now, 90% of these I look at, they're tore open. Instead of $500, they turn into $5,000 real quick. And a lot of these things, if it's across the whole house, go from $5,000 to $50,000 real quick. And I've won all kinds of them. You know, people are in denial. All kinds of them that it's not 500, 5,000, 50,000. It's condemn the house. And then they sell it to the next guy, which beware. If you're a buyer or a seller, get a stucco inspector, and not by these so-called stucco inspectors. They're frauds. I know here they don't have to be certified through the state, and it's the stucco companies themselves and the insurance companies themselves. They go spend $4,000 at a seminar, they're in. Have somebody who really has been in this trade for a long, long time open it up. The only way you can tell, you've got to open it up. No way I can tell on that. I told those guys when I bid it, I says, I got to open it. And I thought for sure this guy never used no moisture barrier. This is going to be an ate-up mess. We're going to have to tear this whole thing off. That's why you have to open them up. Like I said, and I've been doing this 30 plus years. Well over 10,000 jobs. Moisture barriers matter. Quality matters. Keep an eye on these guys that are doing your work. Kevin Blanche, Stuccodamage.com.